Good afternoon from a beautiful, beautiful day here at the Panama Canal. Obviously on a ship, there's some wind, so I was trying to find a place where I could hide from the wind a little bit. But it's such a fabulous view right now, so please enjoy my other videos. But we're looking up, we're looking north towards the Caribbean. So keep in mind, way behind us, the Miraflores locks are the ones we come in from the Pacific by Panama City, big, shiny, modern Panama City. They come up 3 sets of locks into Lake Gatun. That's where I am here right now. And this lake was formed, of course, when the canal was finished in 1914. And like I say, to get some of that history, feel free to climb into my other video. And then ownership switched from the Americans over to the Panamanians. So there's the old locks right there. They're still functioning, they're still massive. That's the reason for the Panamax ships in the world to go through them. And ships are transiting right now. So fascinating view. And then we look across cruise ship here. We look out here, and there's another great big ship going in to the new locks, which were only opened a few years ago, very, very successfully. They actually had a national referendum in this country to decide whether they would expand the locks because they took on a huge amount of debt. Now, the only challenge to the locks or the canal at this time is not political, it's actually a changing climate. It's all contingent on water. And why do we say that? Well, of course, they're not recycling the water, which is good because all of this is just a wild jungle and real jungle. And the water, of course, is tropical rainforest. In the true sense, it's cooking hot and humid out here. So it pours rain, and the rain level allows them to pump water into the locks to raise or lower the ships. And that's the hydraulic system. So it's pretty incredible. Something like 5% of all world trade goes through here. And then the big bridge in the distance was only opened, I think, in 2019. We sailed under there this morning, came in here, turning around and sailing back into the Caribbean or the Atlantic side. Now keep in mind, really, we're looking north and a tiny bit west, actually, as you go there. You sort of think of Panama as dividing the world east-west. It's really north-south from here, but absolutely the Atlantic Ocean straight up in front of us in that direction, and then the Pacific Ocean really not that far away at all. If you're in the car, it's about an hour's drive from the two parts. So in its own way, this is the most divided country on earth. It's literally cut in half. But just fascinating. And even if you're not an engineer, it's fascinating. The old buildings that you see along the edge of the lock system are back when when it was the zone, the Panama Canal zone. People lived here, were raised here. They were called Zonians, and they were American citizens. And now, of course, it all belongs to Panama. It represents a huge segment of the Panamanian economy, as you can imagine. Real challenges, like in so many places in the world, between income distribution and so forth. But this does underpin the economy of this small country, but quite a vibrant economy. Have a look at the big ships. That one, the blue bottom in the distance out there, that'll be liquefied natural gas coming through, and you might get the silhouette of the coastal mountains on the other side. And that's what the construction of the canal, that's what was so difficult, is whereas the Suez Canal, the French just carved the line through the sand. Basically, when they came here, they tried to blast their way between the two oceans, and it was just impossible. Also cost over 20,000 lives, principally yellow fever. So, but like I said, please enjoy my other videos from the canal here, and have a look at my video from Portobello. That was the old Spanish port, long before there was a canal, and long before there was a train. But it's just so interesting. There's a ship coming in and a ship going out of the old locks. Thank you for joining me here. Please feel free to subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and share my videos, or our videos, because it's just kind of good for us. So much appreciated. There's that big container ship heading in, and that could be going up to the east coast of the United States, or it could be going off to Europe, presumably coming from big manufacturing centers in Asia, and the busiest port in the world, which is Singapore.